Talk Rosa. Speak with power.
Grow your English every hour.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Rosa. I'm your host, Rosa.
And I'm James. Welcome back to another fun and easy English podcast.
How is your Monday going, James? Did you have a relaxing weekend?
My weekend was great, thanks. But Monday mornings are always a bit slow for me.
I completely feel you. It takes a lot of strong coffee to get going on a Monday.
Exactly. I've already had 2 huge cups. How about you, Rosa?
Just 1 cup for me today, but I am feeling very energized and ready to go.
That's amazing. You always have so much great energy. So, what is our topic today?
Today, we are talking about a very important topic: how to ace a job interview in English.
Oh, wow. That is a super important topic, especially for our listeners looking for new career opportunities.
Exactly. A lot of English learners feel very anxious and nervous about job interviews.
I completely understand why. Interviews are scary even when you speak in your native language.
That is so true, James. But learning the right phrases can really help you feel confident.
Yes, mastering these interview phrases is the true key to your career growth.
And it helps you overcome that anxiety when you are talking to hiring managers or native English speakers.
By the way, if you want to ace your English learning journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
That was a very smooth transition, James. Yes, please hit that subscribe button for more lessons.
Speaking of interviews, Rosa, that reminds me of a very embarrassing story.
Really? Oh, you definitely have to tell me. What happened?
It was my very first formal job interview many years ago, right after I graduated.
Okay, I'm listening. Were you feeling super nervous about it?
I was absolutely terrified. I woke up late that Monday morning and had to rush.
Oh no! Rushing before a big interview is the absolute worst feeling in the world.
I know. I quickly put on my best suit, grabbed my bag, and ran out the door.
Did you at least make it to the office on time?
Barely. I walked in, breathing heavily, and sat down in front of the hiring manager.
That sounds okay so far. You made it. What went wrong?
I sat down, crossed my legs, and looked down at my feet. I was wearing 2 different colored shoes.
No way! You wore mismatched shoes to a formal job interview?
Yes, one shoe was black and the other one was brown. I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious! Did the interviewer notice your shoes?
He definitely noticed. He just looked down at my feet, paused, and gave me a little smile.
That is so embarrassing. Did you end up getting the job?
Surprisingly, yes. He later told me it showed I was a very creative thinker.
That's a great positive spin. But let's help our listeners avoid that kind of panic.
Absolutely. Being prepared means you can focus entirely on your English answers, not on your shoes.
So let's start with the very first and most common interview question.
Tell me about yourself. I hear this one all the time in every interview.
Yes, it's how almost every interview starts, and it really sets the tone for the meeting.
A lot of beginners start by saying their age, their hometown, and their hobbies. Is that right?
Actually, no. You want to avoid personal details and focus purely on your professional background.
Ah, I see. So what is a natural and professional phrase we can use to start?
You can say, I have a strong background in, and then simply add your career field.
I have a strong background in marketing. Like that?
Perfect. It sounds highly professional, confident, and very native.
What if I want to talk about how long I've worked? Can I just say, I worked for 5 years?
You can, but a much better, trendier phrase is, I have 5 years of experience in...
Oh, that sounds so much better. I have 5 years of experience in sales.
Exactly. It shows you are an experienced professional without sounding arrogant at all.
What about describing our personal traits, like just saying, I work really hard?
I work hard is okay for beginners, but I'm highly motivated and detail-oriented is much better.
Detail-oriented. That's a great word. That means I pay close attention to small details, right?
Yes, exactly. Employers love hiring people who don't make careless or small mistakes.
And what should we say when they ask why we're looking for a brand new job?
A fantastic answer is, I'm looking for a new challenge in my career.
That's a really great phrase. It sounds positive rather than complaining about an old boss or a boring job.
Exactly, James. You should never speak badly about your past jobs or past bosses in an interview.
That is a very solid tip. Are there any other good phrases for introducing ourselves?
Yes, you can also say, I specialize in, to highlight your very specific skills.
I specialize in graphic design. That is really clear and direct.
It definitely is. James, would you like to do a quick role play to practice these phrases?
Oh, I would love to. Role plays are the absolute best way to learn new expressions.
Okay, let's imagine it's Monday morning. You are a candidate who is really nervous about an upcoming interview.
Got it. I'll play the nervous job seeker, and you can be my supportive friend helping me practice.
Perfect. Let's get into character. Ready? Action.
Rosa, I am so nervous about my big interview tomorrow. I honestly don't know what to say.
Hey, take a deep breath, James. You have prepared for this, and you are going to do great. Let's practice.
Okay. What do I do if they ask me to introduce myself right at the start?
Just pretend I'm the hiring manager. Hi, James. Welcome. Please tell me about yourself.
Well, I am James. I am 30 years old, and I like playing tennis and watching movies on weekends.
Stop right there. Remember what we just learned today? Keep it strictly professional, not personal.
Right. Sorry. Let me try again. I have a strong background in customer service.
Much better. Keep going with that energy. Tell me a bit about your past experience.
I have 3 years of experience in managing large customer accounts.
Excellent job. And what are some of your best professional traits?
I'm highly motivated and I am very detail-oriented.
Wow, you sound so incredibly confident. Now, tell me, why do you want this new job?
Because I'm looking for a new challenge in my career, and I specialize in client communication.
And scene. James, that was a truly perfect answer. You nailed it.
Phew. Thank you, Rosa. I actually feel a lot more prepared just saying those phrases out loud.
Practicing out loud is so important. It helps you build muscle memory for the English words.
That makes a lot of sense. The more you say it, the more natural and relaxed it feels in your mouth.
Exactly. So, moving on to the next big topic in our interview preparation.
Let me guess, is it talking about our strengths, skills, and achievements?
You guessed it. Interviewers always want to know what you are exceptionally good at.
I always feel a bit shy talking about my strengths. I really don't want to sound arrogant or boastful.
I completely understand that feeling, but an interview is the one time you absolutely must sell yourself.
That is very true. So, what's a simple, natural way to share a strength without sounding arrogant?
You can start your sentence very simply with, my biggest strength is.
My biggest strength is my communication skills. How does that sound?
That is a fantastic example. Almost every job in the world requires good communication skills.
What if I want to say I am really good at working with other people in an office?
You can use a great idiom and say, I'm a great team player.
Team player. I love that. That means I cooperate well and help my coworkers, right?
Yes, exactly. Companies desperately want to hire people who get along well with others in the team.
What about really stressful jobs? How do I tell them that I can handle a lot of stress?
A highly professional expression for that is, I work well under pressure.
Oh, I really like that one. I work well under pressure. It sounds so strong and capable.
It really does. It shows the manager that you won't panic or freeze when things get super busy.
What is your biggest strength, Rosa? Just curious.
That is a great question. I would definitely say my biggest strength is that I'm a quick learner.
Oh, that's an amazing one. I'm a quick learner. I bet companies love hearing that phrase.
Yes, they do, because it means they won't have to spend months and months training you on new tasks.
Should we always give specific examples when we talk about our strengths in an interview?
Yes, absolutely. You should never just state a strength without following it up with a short example.
How do we introduce the example smoothly without sounding awkward?
You can say something like, for example, I successfully managed a project where.
For example, I successfully managed a project where we increased our daily sales.
Perfect. Using the word successfully adds a lot of power and impact to your sentence.
It really does. It sounds so much better than just saying I did a project last year.
Another really great phrase to show achievement is, I'm proud of my ability to solve problems.
I'm proud of my ability to solve problems. That sounds very confident and self-aware.
It is, and problem solving is a critical skill that every single employer on Earth wants.
Are there any specific phrases we should avoid when we are talking about our skills?
Yes, definitely avoid saying things like, I am the best at. It sounds a bit too aggressive.
That makes a lot of sense. Saying my biggest strength is sounds much more polite and professional.
Exactly, James. The goal is to keep your tone humble, but still very self-assured.
These phrases are incredibly helpful, Rosa. I really wish I had known them for my 2-shoe interview.
Well, to be fair, even perfect English can't completely hide mismatched shoes, James.
Very true. But at least I could have sounded like a top-tier professional while wearing them.
You definitely would have impressed them with your English, and that actually brings us to the trickiest part.
Oh no, you're making me nervous again. What is the trickiest part of the interview?
It is answering the really hard questions, like talking about your biggest weaknesses.
I honestly hate that question. What is your biggest weakness? It always feels like a secret trap.
It definitely feels like a trap, but it's really just a way for them to test your self-awareness.
Should I just say something like, I work too hard? I hear people use that one all the time.
Actually, no. Interviewers hear that fake answer all the time, and it sounds very insincere.
Really? Oh, wow. So what should we actually say instead to sound genuine and professional?
We're going to dive deep into exactly how to answer that, and how to answer, why do you want this job?
I can't wait to learn those tricks. I'm taking notes on everything we discussed today.
So, let's talk about the weakness question. The secret is to share a real minor weakness and show how you improve it.
Oh, that makes sense. So I shouldn't just say something silly like, I'm always late.
Definitely not. Instead, teach them a simple phrase like, sometimes I focus too much on details.
Sometimes I focus too much on details. But wait, being detail-oriented is a good thing.
It is, but if you focus too much, it can slow you down. The key is the second part of the phrase.
What is the second part? But I promise I will stop?
Close. You should say, but I'm working on it by using a time management app.
Oh, I see. Sometimes I focus too much on details, but I'm working on it. That sounds great.
Exactly. It shows you're honest, but you also take action to improve yourself.
What if they ask the other hard question? Why do you want this job?
Many people just say, because I need money, which is true, but you should never say that.
Right. The interviewer probably wouldn't like that very much. What should we say?
A great professional phrase is, I want to join your company because I admire your work.
I admire your work. That's a great compliment to the company.
Yes, everyone loves a polite compliment. Another great phrase is about your future.
Ooh, tell me, what should I say about my future?
You can confidently say, this role matches my career goals perfectly.
That sounds so advanced. This role matches my career goals perfectly.
It really does. Or you can use this simple one. I believe my skills are a perfect fit for this position.
A perfect fit for this position. It sounds like you are the missing puzzle piece for their team.
That is a beautiful way to describe it, James. Are you ready for our second role play?
Absolutely. I want to practice answering these tricky questions right now.
Okay, this time it is a formal role play. I am the serious hiring manager and you are the candidate.
I will put my serious face on and I will make sure my shoes match this time.
Good idea. Okay, let's begin. Action.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here today.
Welcome, James. Tell me, what do you consider to be your biggest weakness?
Well, sometimes I focus too much on details, but I am working on it by setting strict timers.
That is very good to hear. And why do you want to join our company?
I want to join your company because I truly admire your recent marketing campaigns.
We appreciate that. Why do you think we should hire you today?
Because this role matches my career goals perfectly, and I'm a great team player.
Excellent. I believe your skills are indeed a perfect fit for this position.
Thank you very much.
And scene. Wow, James, you sounded like a true professional.
Thank you. I actually felt very confident using those expressions in a row.
That's the magic of preparation. When you know the phrases, the fear just disappears.
It really does. I feel like I could walk into an interview right now and ace it.
Well, hold on. The interview isn't over yet. There's one final part we need to cover.
Really? What else is there? We introduced ourselves, talked about strengths, and survived the weaknesses.
Moving on to the final stage, asking the interviewer questions.
Wait, I have to ask them questions? I thought they were interviewing me.
That's a common mistake. Asking questions at the end shows you have high interest in the job.
Oh, I didn't know that. What happens if I just say, nope, I have no questions?
If you say that, you might look like you don't really care about the role or the company.
That makes sense. We definitely want to show we are excited. What should I ask?
A very natural professional question is, what does a typical day look like in this role?
What does a typical day look like in this role? That's good. It helps me imagine working there.
Exactly. It shows the manager you are seriously thinking about the daily tasks.
Can I ask them about the problems the company is facing?
Yes, a great way to ask that is, what are the biggest challenges this department faces?
Wow. What are the biggest challenges this department faces? That sounds like a manager's question.
It shows you are a problem solver, ready to help them fix things immediately.
I love that. What if I want to know if the people there are friendly and happy?
You can ask, can you tell me more about the company culture?
Company culture. That means how people treat each other and the general vibe, right?
You got it. It asks about the environment, the work-life balance, and the team's attitude.
That's a really smart question to ask. I wouldn't want to work somewhere with a bad culture.
Exactly. And finally, before you leave, you always need to know what happens next.
Right, like when will they call me to tell me I got the job?
Yes, but ask politely. What are the next steps in the interview process?
What are the next steps in the interview process? That sounds very polite and clear.
Let's do our third and final role play. We will practice ending the interview perfectly.
I am ready. Let's close this deal like true professionals.
Okay, I am the manager wrapping things up. Action.
Thank you for answering all my background questions earlier.
Of course, James. It was great speaking with you today. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do. Could you tell me what a typical day looks like in this role?
Usually, you'll start with a team meeting, followed by client calls in the afternoon.
That sounds great. Also, can you tell me more about the company culture?
We're very collaborative. We love team players and value open communication.
That is wonderful to hear. Finally, what are the next steps in the interview process?
We will be making our decision by Friday and we'll call you then.
Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you.
And scene. James, that was brilliant. You are officially hired.
Yes, I finally got the job and I didn't spill water on your desk.
I am very grateful for that. You handled that closing perfectly.
Asking those follow-up questions really changes that dynamic. It feels more like a conversation.
That is exactly the goal. An interview shouldn't feel like an interrogation. It should be a conversation.
I feel like our listeners are going to completely crush their next interviews.
I have no doubt they will. Let's do a quick recap section of the main phrases we learned today.
Sounds like a great idea. There was so much good vocabulary in this episode.
First, we learned that to succeed greatly, you want to ace an interview.
To ace an interview, which means to do exceptionally well.
Then, when introducing yourself, avoid hobbies and say, I have a strong background in.
Yes, like I have a strong background in sales. It sounds so much better.
And to describe your ability to work with others, you say you are a team player.
A team player is someone who helps their coworkers and collaborates well.
Next, when explaining why they should hire you, say you are a fit for this position.
I believe my skills are a perfect fit for this position. That was my favorite line.
It is a very powerful line. And lastly, always ask about the company culture.
Can you tell me more about the company culture? Such a smart question to end with.
You have a great memory, James. You've mastered all of today's key phrases.
Thank you, Rosa. I just tried to repeat them out loud like you suggested earlier.
Repeating phrases out loud is the absolute best way for our listeners to practice too.
I completely agree. The more you say it, the less scary it becomes.
Speaking of practicing, we have a very special challenge for our audience today.
Ooh, a challenge. I love challenges. Tell them what they need to do, Rosa.
We want you to imagine that you are in a real job interview right now.
Okay, listeners, picture yourself sitting across from the hiring manager.
We want you to write 2 sentences in English in the comments below.
Only 2 sentences? That sounds super easy. What should they write about?
Introduce yourself and your professional background using the phrases we learned today.
Oh, that's perfect. So they can use I have a strong background in.
Exactly. Or they can use I have X years of experience in.
I can't wait to read all the comments and see what amazing careers our listeners have.
Me too. It is always so inspiring to connect with English learners from all over the world.
And remember, guys, don't worry about making a small mistake. We are all here to learn.
That's right. The most important thing is that you try and put yourself out there.
By the way, if you found this podcast helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up.
Yes, liking the video really helps our channel grow, so we can make more lessons for you.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell.
That way, you will never miss a brand new episode of Talk Rosa.
I already can't wait for our next episode, Rosa. This was so much fun.
It really was, James. Thank you for sharing your funny shoe story with us today.
Anytime. Hopefully it proves that even if you make a mistake, you can still succeed.
It definitely does. Confidence and good communication can overcome almost any small error.
So true. Just remember to breathe, smile, and use your new English phrases.
Well said, James. Thank you so much to everyone tuning in today.
We are so incredibly proud of your progress and your dedication to learning English.
Keep practicing those interview answers out loud in front of a mirror this week.
Or practice with a friend, just like we did in our role plays today.
Exactly. Having a supportive study partner makes a huge difference in your fluency.
All right, I think it's time for me to go buy some matching shoes for my next meeting.
That sounds like a very smart investment, James. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a wonderful week, guys, and good luck if you have an interview coming up.
You are going to do amazingly well. Just believe in yourself and your skills.
We will see you all next time on another exciting episode.
Thanks for joining the Talk Rosa podcast. Keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone. Don't forget to write your 2 sentences in the comments.